Thank you. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Our final meeting of 2021. The municipality of Central Elgin would like to acknowledge that we gather on the land of the McKee Purchase, the traditional land and territory of the Haudenosaunee, Attawandaron, and the Mississauga Nation. I would ask any members of council if anyone has a disclosure of pecuniary interest concerning any items. Councillor Rowe.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Bylaw 2670, number 7, the subdivision agreement.
Thank you. We have a motion for the minutes. Then.
Yes, Madam Mayor, the motion reads, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councillor Wynne, that the minutes of the regular meeting of council dated Monday, November the 22nd, 2021, the minutes of the special meetings of council dated December the 6th and December the 8th of 2021 be adopted.
Any questions, concerns? Seeing none, call the vote, please.
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynne?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
Mayor Martin?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. This is a kind of an odd thing that we have to do now. We're going to do some employee recognition, and normally we have the employees here in council chambers where we can thank them and present them with a gift in a recognition of their years of service. Only all I can do tonight is read out their years of service so anyone listening can hear and know that we are thankful for them and honoring them. So we're going to start with 10 years of service. And we have Andy Lamers, who's our building inspector bylaw enforcement officer, and Dan Vandevyvere, who's the assistant superintendent of parks and recreation. With 15 years, we have Birdie Peynenburg, utility billing and drainage coordinator, and Dan Wagstaff, water operator. For 20 years, and I find this one hard because it's one of my former students, Trevor Martin, assistant superintendent, water and wastewater, and Stacy Willand, roads operator. In fire rescue, we have 15 years, Jamie Calvert from the Arma Center Station. For 20 years, we have Ken Bell with Union Station, Wayne Cummings with the Port Stanley Station, Verlin Lanning Jr. with the Union Station, and Joseph Ward with the Union Station. For 25 years, there were two former students in that list, and there are more in this list, which makes me feel very old. We have Joe Kravitz from the Union Station, Stacy Willand from the Union Station, and Steve Willand from the Union Station, all with 25 years. And also from the Union Station, we have Mike Bond with 30 years of service. And from the Belmont Station, we have Gordon Farquhar with 45 years of service, and we're very thankful for all of them. Then we have the announcement of Mike Hare, who's our operations superintendent. After 35 years of service with us in the county as well, Mike is retiring at Christmas, and we will miss Mike very much. I very much have appreciated working with Mike, and he's done a great job, and I know he's done a great job training his successor as well. So we wish Mike all the very best on his retirement. Requiring action and correspondence. The first one is from the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario concerning the Elgin Harvest, 400 Sunset Drive. Would you read the motion, please?
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councillor Rowe, that the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Central Elgin has no objections to a Elgin Harvest for a new liquor license respecting 400 Sunset Drive in St. Thomas, and that said license be for the indoor areas, subject to the agency letter of approval being signed by the Director of Fire Rescue Services, Fire Chief Ray Omerod, and further that the municipal clerk be authorized to sign the Alcohol and Gaming Commissioner of Ontario Municipal Information Form.
Thank you. Any questions or concerns? No, I'm glad to see a new use of the building. We'll encourage them in any way we can. Would you call the vote, please?
Councillor Rowe? Yes. Councillor Kravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynne?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
The resolution carries.
Thank you. And now Selbourne Park having an ice rink with the Port Stanley Firefighters as they did last year. Would you read the motion, please?
Madam Mayor, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Rowe, seconded by Councillor Wynne, that council has no objections to the Port Stanley Fire Rescue Employees Association constructing and operating an outdoor public skating rink at Selbourne Park for the months of December 2021 to February of 2022. And that council agrees to cover the necessary insurance premium for the outdoor public skating rink. And further, that council requests the Port Stanley Fire Rescue Employees Association to comply with all current provincial COVID-19 regulations for the operation of the outdoor public skating rink.
Do any questions or concerns? I just hope they get enough cold weather to warrant having an ice rink. I'm sure the kids would love to have it. Would you call the vote, please?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynne?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Resolution carries.
Thank you. We have only one item for information concerning the commencement of a study by the town of Elmer regarding their water storage. And yes,
Just curious, is there a particular reason or is this just a courtesy they told us about it? Because we don't have control over that, do we?
go ahead, Councillor.
We're actually part of the secondary water board we have a few customers along Highway 3 that is serviced by this same water board.
Okay.
But it is a courtesy as well, it's just a study at this point.
Thank you. Would you read the motion?
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Councillor Rowe, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that correspondence item number 1 be received as information and filed.
Call the vote, please.
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynne?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Resolution carries.
Thank you. And the next one is the report from the Municipal Heritage Committee, Heritage Central Elgin, seeking to adopt a logo to put on their signs when they put it up, because at present it just says Heritage Central Elgin on the bottom of the signs. And they've been working on this for about 1.5 years. So they finally have come to a consensus. So it's coming to you tonight. Do you have any questions? It is the Dan Patterson cabin, which sits at Dalewood. Huh?
I have no problem with it. Actually, I can remember when Dan actually lived there. And I'm trying to think, I know when I can remember when they rebuilt the cabin, but how far did they move it?
Not
Terribly far.
No, not terribly far. I do remember, it is in the a report we have on it. Does it say how far? Just,
'Cause I can literally remember my dad, we'd be going to church on Sunday morning, waving to him. Old road, no
Right.
bridge.
and the water tower, it was the move to beside it as well, so that and we just felt it was the oldest sort of, one of the oldest style of structures we have in Central Elgin. And we looked at a colored picture, but there's not much color to the log cabin, so we decided to go with the drawing. Would you read the motion then?
Certainly. Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councillor Wynne, that report MHC 0321 Re-Heritage Central Elgin logo we received for information, and that the council of the corporation of the municipality of Central Elgin approved the Heritage Central Elgin logo.
Thank you. Would you call the vote?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynne?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Resolution carries.
Thank you. Okay, we're now at the Central Elgin Planning Office, the notice of application from the Strathroy Turf Farms in Port Stanley. Would you read the motion, Mrs. Wilson, please?
Yes, the motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Councillor Wynne, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that report CEP 5621, reapplication for draft plan of subdivision 34T, CE 2101, Strathroy Turf Farms, Port Stanley, be received as information.
Mr. McClure, do you have anything further you want to add before we open it to questions?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This application this report is purely for information purposes. A subsequent, more fulsome planning report will be following at another meeting of council. At the moment, we're required to circulate notice circulate notice based on the Planning Act that we've received in an application for a plan of subdivision. We typically try to coordinate the application and circulation with the notice of public meeting. But unfortunately, given the timing that we received this and meeting schedules, we have to do it separately. So a more fulsome report and analysis of the application will be coming at a subsequent meeting of council.
Thank you. So it's basically for information tonight. Any questions from anyone at this point? If not, would you call the vote, please?
Counselor Rowe,
Yes.
Counselor Cravitz.
Yes.
Counselor Fair,
Yes.
Counselor Wynn,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks.
Yes.
And Mayor Martin.
Yes.
The resolution carries.
Thank you. Now under the Chief Administrative Officer, our first report is about programs and services for older adults in Elgin. There was a study done. Would you read the motion?
Yes, the motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councilor Rowe, that report CO 5821, re-enhancing programs and services for older adults in Elgin County be received for information.
Does anyone have any questions or comments? Seeing and hearing none, would you call the vote?
Councilor Rowe,
Yes.
Councilor Cravitz.
Yes.
Councilor Fair,
Yes.
Councilor Wynn,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks.
Yes.
And Mayor Martin.
Yes.
Resolution carries.
The next one is the Elgin County Maintenance Agreement. Would you read the motion?
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Councilor Rowe, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that report CAO 5921, re-Elgin County Road Maintenance Agreement be received for information.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions on this report? Anyone on staff that wants to say anything more about this report?
Through you, Madam, oh, sorry,
Oh, no, I'm just going to ask for our staff.
yeah.
Please.
Through you, Madam Mayor, it's a team effort in responding to this. Mr. Brooks and his team, Mr. Hare and Mr. Sleegers provided a ton of insight. Basically, since amalgamation, unlike almost any other county in Ontario, the lower tiers conduct maintenance on county roads. And that goes back to the amalgamation discussions and the amalgamation order. And over time, this agreement has been renewed over and over again every 5 years. And really, this assessment stemmed from some concerns from the lower tiers about if the county was fully funding the work required, and then an opportunity for all of us to work together and find more effective ways to procure services and deliver services, providing the best overall outcomes to lower tier residents and upper tier residents, ensuring that everyone was getting their fair shake. There's a lot of viewpoints. There's 8 different viewpoints on this. So ultimately some positives came out of it, and definitely the groundwork was laid for Central Elgin to come back with more complete data in the uncommon structure the county requires it, so that Central Elgin can make an argument that the funding envelope should be increased to ensure county is covering the full costs of operations on county roads. But I think it can't be lost that the county took the initiative to fund this assessment, and it lays the groundwork to move forward for better outcomes for everyone.
Thank you. Any other questions? Deputy Mayor Marks.
Further to the CEO, I think it speaks well of the county. Certainly there's I believe the cooperation level is higher than maybe it used to be. Probably a couple of years from now, once we all start to gather the data the same way, it'll be the measurement will be a lot clearer on each municipality, my understanding. So right now, everyone doesn't collect the information the same way, and that makes it difficult to compare. So I think the thinking at the county level, from what I gathered, that we're headed in the right direction. Probably should have been done 10 or 15 years ago.
Councilor Rowe.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a question. Is there any concern from the county that the roads are not being maintained as they should be, or is it strictly a paperwork issue?
Through you, Madam Mayor, I can't speak to every municipality because we're not privy to that, but I am quite confident that Central Elgin maintains their roads fully in accordance with the agreement and MMS and minimum maintenance standards. My apologies.
But the county is not unhappy with the Central Elgin Road maintenance in any way.
Absolutely not. Mr. Brooks and his team have done a great job, and that's been demonstrated through the process of ensuring compliance with the agreements for sure.
And I don't know that the county have been unhappy with anyone. The key thing is the pay. Are we being paid enough to do the work that we are required to do to maintain those roads? Would you call the vote then on that, please, Diane?
Certainly. Counselor Rowe?
Yes.
Counselor Cravitz?
Yes.
Counselor Fair?
Yes.
Counselor Wynn?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes,
And Mayor Martin?
Yes,
The resolution carries.
thank you. And the next one is on the joint multi-year accessibility plan, and that's joint because it's the County of Elgin and Central Elgin have a joint committee on accessibility. So would you read the motion, please?
Certainly. The motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Counselor Wynn, that report CO 6021, read 2021-2026 joint multi-year accessibility plan dated November the 23rd of 2021 be received for information, and that the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Central Elgin endorse the 2021-2026 joint multi-year accessibility plan.
Thank you. And I know Deputy Mayor Mark sits on this committee as our representative, and I guess he represents the county and ourselves. And Mrs. Wilson also is on that committee as a staff person. I sat on it previous term of council, and it's an excellent committee. It really opens your eyes to many things because all the other members of the committee are either handicapped people with disabilities, or are caregivers for people with disabilities. And so they really open your eyes at times to things you don't even think about. So I very much enjoyed my time on the committee. Deputy Mayor Marks?
and it's a shared service that the county shares with the Middlesex County, Middlesex, so it does work well. We have a new employee, Sarah Savoy. I've met her a couple of times, very eager young lady, and really enthusiastic about doing her job. So I'm looking forward to working with her. These reports are sort of catching up. Pretty tough with COVID to get together and have meetings, but we have very capable chairman, Doug Mayer, does a great job. If I could, we are struggling with having quorum. So I think there will be some advertising coming out. They're looking for new members. So if you hear someone that may have some interest, pass the name along.
Yes, because there is some reimbursement for sitting on this committee for people with disabilities. As I say, it has to be someone who has a disability of some sort or is a caregiver for someone with a disability, because they give us so much better insight into what we need.
Wearing glasses is a disability.
Having sat in on the interviews at times, that there's usually people with far more disability than wearing glasses, but it's true. And this young lady that the new hire person is a person with disabilities. So that's very beneficial as well, because she has insight into different aspects as well. We often think of just physical barriers, but it's often being able to read things on the website, being able to, if you can't hear, how do you get a hold of the information? Or if you can't see, how do you get a hold of the information? And that we have an obligation as a municipal council, et cetera, to provide access to all these things. So would you call the vote, Diane, please?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Cravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes,
Resolution carries.
thank you. And the next one is, of course, for terms of reference for the committee. To read the motion.
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Councillor Wynn, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that report CO 6121, re-amendment to terms of reference for the Joint Accessibility Advisory Committee be received as information, and that the County of Elgin, Central Elgin Joint Accessibility Advisory Committee terms of reference be amended to allow for electronic participation in accordance with the Municipality of Central Elgin's procedural bylaw 2606.
So it's just bringing them up to date as we have been since COVID introduced us all to electronic participation. Any questions? To call the vote then, please.
Counselor Rowe,
Yes.
Counselor Cravitz,
Yes.
Counselor Fair,
Yes.
Counselor Wynn, Deputy Mayor Marks.
Yes.
And Mayor Martin.
Yes,
The resolution carries.
thank you. And the final motion under Chief Administrative Officer concerning the special event permit, the polar bear dip. You're busy that day.
Out of town.
I think we should all do it. being the
No,
last
Lloyd
year.
did it once. You've done it twice. The rest of us are saying, go ahead.
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Counselor Wynn, seconded by Counselor Rowe, that report CO 6421, special event application permit for the 2022 polar bear dip. Child can be received as information, and that council approved the special events permit for the 2022 polar bear dip to be held on Saturday, March the 5th, from approximately 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. subject to the following recommended conditions. The organizers comply with the special events policy as adopted by council. Liability insurance be provided by the organizers of the event in the amount of $5 million, naming the corporation of the municipality of Central as co-insured and held harmless. The final schedule and location of the event being approved by the Director of Infrastructure and Community Services or designate, and the applicant be responsible for contacting the State Fund Ambulance or a similar organization to be on site during the event.
Any questions or comments? Yes, Councillor Kravitz.
So I just think it's great that our fire department volunteers for this as well and gives assistance for this cause. So thank you.
It's a great cause. Rather just donate to someone else doing the dip. Thank you. Call the vote, please.
Counselor Rowe,
Yes.
Counselor Kravitz.
Yes.
Counselor Fair,
Yes.
Counselor Wynn,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks.
Yes.
And Mayor Martin.
Yes,
Resolution carries.
thank you. And now to the Director of Financial Services, Treasurer, and this is concerning our insurance. Would you read the motion, please?
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Counselor Rowe, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that report DFS 3121, request for proposals 2021-30 insurance and risk management services be received as information, and that the council of the corporation of the municipality of Central Elgin accept the proposal of Intact Public Entities, Inc. for 2021-30 insurance and risk management services in the amount of $384,641 of all applicable taxes.
Thank you. Councillor Fair, you wish to speak?
I had one question. I thought over the years, I thought I heard somewhere that Elgin County was covering our IT risk for hacking. And I saw the 30,000 in here. So I'm just wondering, is that a change that we're paying for it now? Because I thought that Elgin County was covering our IT exposure.
Mr. Shepard.
Through you, Madam Mayor, yeah, Elgin County provides us our IT expertise, so support, those sort of things, and manages our IT infrastructure in regards to datos and storage and whatnot. However, the municipality has historically had cyber insurance in the event that someone took control of our data and had access to private information, and then there was litigation or claims associated with the same. So the municipality is still responsible for that on our infrastructure, but the county assists us in mitigating risk by us doing like shared procurement on penetration tests or those sort of things, but we ultimately still require insurance for cyber liability.
Oh, okay, I was under the impression that they covered that too, but wishful thinking, I guess.
They keep us as safe as they can. I mean, they work very hard to try and prevent that, but we do need coverage in case. Any other questions on this? If not, would you call the vote, please?
Counselor Rowe,
Yes.
Counselor Kravitz.
Yes.
Counselor Fair,
Yes.
Counselor Wynn. Deputy Mayor Marks
Yes.
and Mayor Martin.
Yes,
Resolution carries.
thank you. Now, Mr. Armour, I never seems to get any questions. Would you read the motion for the next one? We'll see if anyone has a question.
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Counselor Rowe, that report FS 1421, monthly alarm activities report for November of 2021 be received for information.
Any questions? Having visited all the stations, I am aware that Yarmouth Center and Port Stanley do have more firefighters right now than the other two, but I will say Union is a very stable one. They're stable at just the 25. But Belmont they were recruiting the night I was there. They were interviewing people. So I know Belmont often has more of a turnover just because they can get a job in the city. Anyway, if no one has any questions for Mr. Ormrod, I don't even know if I'm sorry, Mr. Ormrod is not present. You can't ask him a question. One of our former fire chiefs passed away and he is at the funeral home tonight. Would you call the vote then, please?
Counselor Rowe?
Yes.
Counselor Cravitz?
Yes.
Counselor Fair?
Yes.
Counselor Wynn?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes,
Resolution carries.
thank you. And now the Director of Asset Management and Development Services, the monthly building and bylaw report. Would you read the motion, please?
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Counselor Wynn, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that report AMDS 4221, read November 2021 monthly building and bylaw report be received for information.
Are there any questions on this? And I do want to thank Mr. Perrin for these reports because I appreciate the comparing last year and this year, and it really does help. If not, would you call the vote, please?
Counselor Rowe?
Yes.
Counselor Cravitz?
Yes.
Counselor Fair?
Yes.
Counselor Wynn?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
Mayor Martin?
Yes,
Thank you. Resolution carries.
thank you. And moving to the bylaws, we already have a conflict for number 7, so we'll remove that from, we won't do them together for that one. Is there any other one that anyone else would like taken separately? If not, it's Wilson a moment here to, if you want to do the others and just remove the one and then do it after.
Just noticed.
Councillor Rowe.
Thank you. Just a question on 2667. Is this a new agreement or a renewal agreement? And is Central Elgin obviously the lead organizer, and is there risk? There's 3 questions there, sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Shipway.
Through you, Madam Mayor, this is a continuation, extension of an existing agreement. It's shared risk between all the parties to the agreement. So Central Elgin administers it while Almer obtains the insurance for it, and it's all shared costs. The previous agreement was written so that there was a hard stop at the end of 2021. This is a continuation of that agreement that allows an annual renewal of the agreement, and certain elements within the schedules pertaining to specific equipment is delegated to the chiefs at the mutual aid level to update as required. That does not change costs. The one thing about this renewal is that Chief Ormrod and the chiefs from the county negotiated $700 a month lower rate for this. So over the year, it will save lower tiers just over $8,000. And then come the future, the municipalities will have to look at replacing the system. But this is continuation of an existing agreement where shared risk with all parties at a lower annual cost.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else have any questions on any of the other bylaws? If not, would you like to read the motion for all the other bylaws but numbers?
Madam Mayor, remove bylaw 2670 from the main motion. Moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, second by Councillor Wynn, that bylaws 2663, 2664, 2666, 2667, 2668, 2669, 2671, and 2672 be read a first and a second time.
To call the vote?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Cravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Resolution carries.
And the final motion on those bylaws.
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Councillor Wynn, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that bylaw 2663, 2664, 2666, 2667, 2668, 2669, 2671, and 2672 be read a third time and finally passed.
Call the vote, please.
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Cravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks.
Yes.
The resolution carries.
And now the motion that Councillor Wynn declared, Councillor Rowe declared a conflict.
Madam Mayor, I will require a mover and a seconder.
Councillor Fair, Councillor Kravitz.
Thank you. Motion reads, moved by Councillor Fair, seconded by Councillor Cravitz, that bylaw 2670 be read a first and a second time.
Call the vote.
Councillor Cravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair,
Yes.
Councillor Wynn,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks,
Yes.
and Mayor Martin.
Yes.
The resolution carries.
And the final resolution,
Mover and a seconder again.
Councillor Fair, Councillor Kravitz.
Motion reads, moved by Councillor Fair, seconded by Councillor Cravitz, that bylaw 2670 be read a third time and finally passed.
Call the vote, please.
Councillor Cravitz.
Yes.
Councillor Fair,
Yes.
Councillor Wynn,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks,
Yes.
and Mayor Martin.
Yes.
The resolution carries.
Thank you. Under public notice, we are giving notice of the intention to pass a bylaw to adopt our budget on Monday, January the 10th. I'm wearing very old glasses that are not bifocals because they fit on my face with my injury. So they will be passed that night, and anyone with objections or concerns have till January the 5th. So it's just strictly public notice tonight. Does anyone have any other business that they would like brought up tonight? Councillor Rowe? Sorry, Councillor Wynn.
thank you, Mayor Martin. I just wanted to send sincere condolences to the family of Vernon Keith Davis. Keith was a volunteer for the Yarmouth Fire Service for 37 years, and 7 of those years as the fire chief. Very fondly known as chief in the area. So as you stated, there's his visitation tonight, but just wanted to send condolences to the family.
Thank you, Councillor Wynn. Anyone else? No other business, and we will take a motion to move into closed.
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councillor Wynn, that council proceed into closed session at 7:33 PM in order to address a matter pertaining to the security property of the municipality or local board, a position, plan, procedure, criteria, or instruction to be applied to any negotiations carried on or to be carried on by or on behalf of the municipality or local board, and advice that is subject to solicitor client privilege, including communications necessary for that purpose.
Thank you. Would you call the vote, please?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Cravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
Yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
The resolution carries.
Okay. If people advance and get a chance to close the doors. Way a chance to make us live again and to let Win in.
Madam Mayor, you are live.
Thank you. Would you read the first motion from closed session, please?
The motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Councillor Wynn, seconded by Councillor Rowe, that confidential closed session item number 2 be received as information.
Thank you. Call the vote.
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Cravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
She did say
Yes. Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
yes.
The resolution carries.
Councillor Wynn, only part of your response is heard each time, so that's why she's pausing.
sorry, I might be too far back from my laptop.
I think so. Thank you. Go ahead with the next motion.
Next motion, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councillor Rowe, that confidential closed session item number 3 be received as information.
Call the vote.
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Cravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
Yes,
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Resolution carries.
And the final motion from closed session.
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Councillor Rowe, seconded by Councillor Wynn, that confidential closed session item number 4 be received as information and that staff proceed as directed by council.
Call the vote?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes,
The resolution carries.
thank you. And I guess our final motion. Good. I'm sorry, our confirming bylaw. Go ahead with the confirming bylaw.
Motion
Keep
reads,
forgetting.
Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councillor Rowe, that bylaw 5665 be read a first and second time.
Call the vote?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
Yes.
Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And the second motion on that?
On that bylaw, Madam Mayor, moved by Councillor Rowe, seconded by Deputy Mayor Marks, that bylaw 2665 be read a third time and finally passed.
Call the vote?
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin?
Yes,
Resolution carries.
thank you. And now the final motion.
Motion reads, Madam Mayor, moved by Deputy Mayor Marks, seconded by Councillor Wynn, that the regular meeting of council dated Monday, December the 13th, 2021 be adjourned at 8:34 p.m. And the next regular meeting of council be scheduled for Monday, January 2022.
Call the vote.
Councillor Rowe?
Yes.
Councillor Kravitz,
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
And Mayor Martin.
Yes,
Resolution carries.
thank you. And I want to wish everyone a great holiday, and staff, we hope you get some holiday after all our sessions. So may we have a good, safe holiday, and hopefully COVID things will start to improve. Get my booster on Friday, so